Woo, woo, woo.
SATURDAY night. SATURDAY night. SATURDAY night. Saturday night. Saturday night. Yay. Well, you know me. I'd be out partying to that song on Saturday. I don't be in the house watching Saturday Night Live.
She shames us, the Saturday Night Live watchers.
Like, what are y'all doing at home watching NBC? Saturday night, for Pete's sake.
But this was Sunday
But
special. Was amazing.
Yes, and on Friday, so it was not on Saturday night either. The Friday one was on. Wasn't that the music
Peacock.
one?
Yeah.
Okay,
the Peacock one.
Yeah. So
That was
yes.
so good.
If you guys don't know, we are referring to the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live. It was this weekend. It was fun, and I'm not even a Saturday night girly, but it was fun. I have to admit.
It's like pop culture, like
Yes.
royalty.
Right.
They make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
The musical guests and the host.
And you don't have to, because I know everything that everyone's referring to. So you don't have to sit there and watch it on Saturday night. Like, even before the internet, I feel like I knew stuff. Even like, I knew all that stuff in the 90s. I don't know how. I just knew. Maybe
you were home more Saturday nights.
I don't think so. I don't know what I was doing, but like,
yeah, where did you watch reruns?
But I do remember seeing all the clips. Maybe now, maybe I've caught up. Maybe I thought I did. I don't know. Who knows? But like, you don't have to be at home, and I feel like I know what's going on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
And I know. I mean, most of the people that came out of it. So it's no matter if you're home on Saturday night or not, it's an important part of pop culture.
For sure.
Yeah.
And this was a very star-studded event.
It was. It was fun.
The musical one alone, the B-52s were so fun.
I literally just watched like 5 minutes of it with Leslie, as we were like
Eddie Vedder.
Yeah, that was like, crazy.
He's a little bit
he was
off the handle.
He was
very dramatic.
Like, I'm like, are you still on drugs, bro? Like the way he was
really had you.
The way he was like moving his hands, he was like,
no, we're not going to do that. I just have one word for you, Gilda.
And I was like, is Gilda the only cast member that
Phil Hartman?
Yeah, then he said,
he just kept going.
He waited like 5 minutes before he said,
yeah, I was like, oh, Gilda loved live music? I didn't know. I didn't know why.
He did. He was like, Gilda. And I had to think, I was like, she's the only member that's passed away?
Yeah, I did have questions.
Yeah, but then he was like, Phil Hartman. I'm like, oh, he's going. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Gotcha. That was, go watch Eddie Vedder's.
Yeah. Better.
Is he a solo act?
Pearl Jam.
That's right. He looks a little bit old to be from the 90s. But maybe
he's Gen X.
Okay.
I mean,
I did not know what that man looked like. But I thought Pearl Jam was a whole band. Is it just him?
It is a whole band, but he's the lead singer of Pearl Jam.
Oh, and then they had the Roots playing.
Yeah, the Roots was like the backup band for everybody, pretty much, except for Bad Bunny. He had his own band.
Right.
I think a couple of other people had their own band, but the Roots, Questlove and the Roots, they're amazing.
Yeah, that was fun. They're cool. They are pretty cool.
Yeah, that was fun. The B-52s were my favorite.
Oh, now I gotta go watch the B-52. What did they sing?
Love Shack.
Woo!
They were like, exciting. Do y'all want to bang bang with us?
Yes.
Come on, let's bang bang.
Bang bang.
It was so fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
And then they're
the
love the B-52.
Right. I'm like, right.
And then St. Vincent and David Byrne, they played together, and I was in jazz band with St. Vincent, a Grammy winning artist.
Wow, that's
she
cool.
was Annie Clark in high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Cher playing.
Yeah, and I saw, because the whole meme, she looks so good, because she's like almost 80.
Yeah.
And like the whole meme is get you a man that looks at you, because the way that Kevin Costner and, was it Martin Short? No, John Hamm.
Yeah.
Looked at Cher. Because they were like,
I didn't.
They were in awe. They were like, she's amazing.
She is amazing. Yes. She was fantastic.
Can you imagine like how I would look at Beyonce if we're both 80 years old and she's on? I'd be like, this is so I can. This is like my 20s.
Is so attractive, though.
I just tell my mom that I don't think he is.
I was like, he is a very nice looking man.
I've never seen the
I think
from Dances with Wolves. I was like, what's everybody like?
I never saw that.
Oh, I don't recall seeing it. I just know I feel like that's when I first started hearing.
He started showing his butt and everything.
Yeah, right.
And then everybody had to watch Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves 1,000 times on TBS. I'm not even mad.
Although I prefer Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Hey, Blinken.
I'm like, that's mine. But yeah,
that is also good stuff.
And then I got, speaking of Kevin Costner, I got in the lore of him and Whitney Houston. Did you ever have you seen that? Like him, like they had a good bond. And I just think that Whitney Houston was just that girl. I think that Whitney Houston made you feel like I think if I did a movie with Whitney Houston, I'd be like, we had a special bond and we fell in love. And she'd be like, girl, we were just cool. I'd be like, oh. I just think that was her personality.
We about that life.
Yes, I think her, and he like spoke at her funeral, and he was like, he said that was his one true love.
Aww.
So but I do think that Whitney Houston is just charming, and gorgeous. I think you just fell in love with her. And you're like, she was my one true love, and she's like, you know how many true loves I've had? And you're like, oh.
She turns into Jennifer Lawrence.
She's like, I'm charming, and you're like, you are.
All right, well, y'all, we want to go through this 50th anniversary thing with y'all because it was super fun. So Sabrina Carpenter and Paul Simon open up the show with Homeward Bound, and Paul Simon's adorable. He's so little and cute.
He is.
And then Sabrina Carpenter, I mean, obviously.
She's little and cute too. I was like, oh, they've got the cute little people together.
They got them together
to do a song.
And then Steve Martin did the monologue, which was pretty funny.
I love Steve Martin.
He's so hilarious.
He's fun. And he looks good.
I know. I feel like he's been an older man
forever. Him and Martin Short have been like, they are aging well, but they have never been young. Like since I've known them. But they look good.
Yeah.
They're aging well from being the 40-year-old that I was introduced to. I just felt like I've always been like, he's an older guy.
Right.
Never seen young Steve Martin or Martin Short.
I have, but even then, I'm still like, that's a grown man.
Right. I guess because of the gray hair, maybe? The white hair? Because he's had white hair forever.
Yeah.
Forever. I don't know.
Steve Martin is hilarious.
But yeah, he's fun.
And then Dave Goulier and the girls with Dunice. Will Ferrell, Goulier.
Oh, okay.
And then he sings with the girls. It's Scarlett Johansson and Anna
Faris?
Nope.
Gas Tire.
Yesterday, Gas Tire.
Yes, you did do that.
And someone else. I didn't write that down. But then, Kim Kardashian. And then, of course, Dunice comes in with her tiny hands. And I'm Dunice. So stupid. Her tooth. Her gigantic forehead.
Fun.
Classic. And then Black Jeopardy was next.
Oh, I didn't see Black Jeopardy.
You didn't?
No.
So everybody's all upset at Tom Hanks about Black Jeopardy.
Oh, I think I heard something about it, but I didn't know.
So the whole thing, they go through and it's Eddie Murphy is playing Tracy Morgan, but Tracy Morgan is also a contestant, but he's playing a character.
Okay.
So Eddie Murphy is playing Tracy Morgan, and it's hilarious. And then at the end, Tom Hanks comes in and he does his Doug character, and all he says is, "We wouldn't be in this position if more people went to church." And then Keenan's like, I agree with you. And he's like, I'm going to shake your hand. And he gets scared again, like he did in the first one. And then he's like, I'm going to make my own game show. I'm going to make White Jeopardy, and you can come and be on my show. And Keenan's like, that's not necessary. You quit while you're ahead. And then that's it.
And then, but was it a part of the skit?
Yes.
Oh, because I was like, if he said it in real life, I'd be like, ugh. But it's part of the skit?
Yes. He's like Doug with his MAGA hat and everything. Like,
with the MAGA hat and everything?
Just like he did in the first Black Jeopardy, though.
Girl,
it was the same character. And he
Yeah.
said that same thing in the first one. So I don't know
Maybe
what's
they didn't
different.
understand. They're like, Tom Hanks is MAGA, and maybe he forgot it was.
No, they think that he eats babies, and he's
Oh, that's
burnt
why.
down Hawaii with Oprah.
Yeah, they did. They was planning that shit.
So I don't. Tom Hanks. Okay. And then Emma Stone introduces Sally O'Malley.
Which one was Sally O'Malley?
Sally O'Malley
50?
and I'm 50.
Okay. Yeah. That's one. We must say that all the time.
Yeah.
I can't wait till I'm 50 and I really am going to see that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Seth Meyers said on his 50th birthday, he was like, I got like 17 texts that said, I'm going to stretch and kick.
He's like, very
He's
funny.
Like, yeah, I'm going to stretch and kick.
You need to. You're 50.
And then they did a physical humor like fall montage because Saturday Night Live is big on the physical humor, like falling. I think it started with Chevy Chase.
Okay, yeah.
And he was like falling through stuff, and then obviously like Chris Farley is a huge physical humor.
Well, I think that's part of. I think most sketch shows. Like if you think about it, like if you think about like In Living Color and all that, and those are very physical humor because you got to go for like the quick laugh. Like there's no time to like be dry and I don't know. I just feel like the skits are like
you don't have enough time.
Yeah, like I gotta get this laugh off. Look.
Yes, make it happen.
Right.
And then they did a dance montage, and then they did like a blood and gore montage. Like it started when Dan Aykroyd was Julia Child and he cut himself, and he's like, oh, and there's blood everywhere. It's Saturday Night Live, you know,
it's
crazy. Go for it,
right?
And then they did the wedding with the bridesmaids, and Sabrina Carpenter was one of the bridesmaids.
Yes, okay, I do remember that one. I think you know what I went to go get my kids something to eat at the beginning because at first I'm like, "What are you talking about?" But then now I jumped in.
You got it.
I remember.
At this point,
yes.
Sabrina. I was like, why does Sabrina Carpenter sound so awful? Because she sounded so out of key. But then I went back and watched the one with Ariana Grande, and like that's the whole thing. Like,
yeah, you're supposed to. Yeah, she's not like.
I was like,
that was on key.
They started with a Wicked monogamy. so stupid. And then Domingo obviously shows up, and then someone outside, and then Ronaldo showed up, and that was Pedro Pascal. And then their other brother Santiago shows up, and that's Bad Bunny.
Yes,
I didn't know who Bad Bunny. I didn't recognize him. I thought that Bad Bunny for the longest time was that old girl from Dr. Phil.
I thought you thought that was somebody else.
I thought that her name was Bad Bunny.
You thought it was a Cash Me Outside girl?
Yeah, Cash Me Outside.
That is hilarious.
I thought her name was Bad Bunny. I was like, who's this attractive Latin man? Bad Bunny? No. I was very confused. I think she's Bad Bobby? I don't know.
She is something, but not Bad Bunny. I'm like, she is something, but I don't know. That's funny.
And then they did a Deep Thoughts. Deep Thoughts was so hilarious.
Yes.
With Jack Handy.
I couldn't remember. I was like, who was it?
Tina, and then Tina Fey and Amy Poehler came out and talked to the audience.
Yes. Oh, that's the part whenever she talked to Ryan Reynolds, and everybody's like freaking
like, how
out
you doing,
about
Ryan?
It.
He's like, good. Why? What'd you hear? I don't know. Her reaction was...
Yeah, okay, so I thought it was funny, but I'm one of those people who thinks that making light of situations is... that's kind of how I deal with stuff, too. So I was like, good one. Way to laugh at yourself.
Right.
You know? But, like, yes, all these, like, deep dives are, like, her face, like, it wasn't planned, and they're talking about how, like, he's going to divorce her. He hates her now because look at him, he wanted to embarrass her. And I'm like, y'all be really looking at stuff.
You want people to get divorced so fast.
Right? I thought it, but like her face was surprised. Like maybe she didn't know that he's gonna say that. But also,
yeah, because I don't think she's that good of an actress.
Yeah, right. But also, like, it's Ryan Reynolds. Like, what did you think he? Like, I'm not surprised that he like said something like that, and it wasn't like he was like, "Oh, my bitch wife."
Right.
I don't know. I didn't think it was as bad as everyone else is like. Girl, the call has come from inside the house. He hates you. And I'm like,
he hates your stinking guts.
I don't know, maybe. I know some, I don't know. That's not the way I interpreted it. But.
I did not either, but I did take it as she thought it was a surprise that he said that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, she did look genuinely surprised.
She did look genuinely surprised.
But if you were acting, girl, then good on you. Because it was believable as heck.
Like, and what else are you going to do?
Exactly.
And, like, but I also didn't, because I thought Tina Fey's and Amy Poehler's reaction, I was like, oh, they planned that.
Right.
So that's what made me be like, oh, maybe they knew and, like, Blake didn't know? I don't know. Because I thought their reaction, it looked like they, I don't know, I would have, like,
yeah, they weren't literally picking people at random out of the audience.
Yes, right. And I thought, like, their reaction was like, oh, no. Like, I would have laughed if, I would have, like, that would make me real character if I didn't know he was going to say that.
Right.
If it, like, why? Like, how are you? Why? What if you heard? I'm like, like, I don't know. Just their reaction made me feel like it was a bit.
Right.
So, girl,
I'm sure it was. I don't know.
Maybe it was a bit and Blake wasn't in on it.
Perhaps. But they are so cute together. I love Amy Poehler and Tina Fey together. And Julia Louis-Dreyfus and the dog.
I do love
Adam
Julia
Driver.
Yes, when she was like Adam Driver, a very intense actor in his face. That was funny.
What do you think of Adam Driver? Do you think he's like sexy or what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a good actor. Not ready for that other. I'm like, I've never thought of it. It's not something that I've thought of.
She was saying like he was so like sexually attracted to her. Like he's like a big old heartthrob.
He is?
Yeah.
Girl, child, not in my world.
Yeah, I
think he's a great actor. Like when you're like, what do you think? He's a great actor? And I was gonna be like, he is.
I do. Wait, what?
Oh, handsome. It's on battery. The battery is low.
Okay.
Is it plugged in?
I got us.
Okay. You want me to keep talking?
Yes.
But you know what? I think that Julia, she has like 8 million names. Julia Louis-Dreyfus, that she said that, and unless she ain't gonna hear me, but I need her to respond to this, so I'm just gonna wait until she come back. I thought she was gonna stay in here, but she's not. She wants to go. Okay, there she go.
I'm trying.
I think she said that because of her character on Veep. Because on Veep, she's very narcissistic and thinks everything's about her. So that's what I took that as that she was just being her Veep character. Like, he's so attracted to me, he doesn't even know. That's what I didn't think it had anything to do with Adam Driver.
That's hilarious.
But I could be wrong. That's what I took it as. So do you think he's handsome?
I mean, I can see, like, I don't think he's like traditionally handsome.
Yeah. And I don't mind if someone that's not traditionally, just that.
You were literally shocked.
Yes.
All right. After that, then Miley Cyrus and Brittany Howard did Nothing Compares to You.
That was so good. Miley's just, and she performed at the thing, the music. I saw it. That's the only act I've seen.
Yeah, they performed together twice.
She's great. I thought she sounded good. She always looks good. It could never make me hate you, Miley. I think she's I like her. Love her.
I didn't know Brittany Howard was from Alabama Shakes. Yeah, she's
got a good voice. She's cool too.
I loved Miley Cyrus's like purple gown. When she took off that puffy coat, I was like, she's so beautiful.
Yes, she is.
So
it's that her like shape and like, I don't know how to describe, like, people who are like naturally lean are always I don't know what to say, like they're just like that's a world I will never know, I guess I could say. Yeah. Like, I'm like, look at you and your natural leanness. And
she's so muscular too.
Yes, I'm like just but I know she works out. But no matter how much I work out, which I work out a lot, I'm not gonna be like lean.
We're gonna be thick.
You'll be thick, and I'm fine. I'm not saying that to be like, I'm like. So people who are like that, I'm like, well, look at you, just lean, and they have long legs, and they're like long. Girl, that's never gonna be me. So I think I'm always fascinated by people like that. Like, look at her legs, just go up to her neck, and she's just tall and lean.
You could just wear anything right off the rack.
Right? Exactly. Like, well. That's what I think of Miley.
Yeah,
like but she's strong. Because I'm not talking about the lanky, because that's look weird when they're like really like thin, But when they're like nice and like kind of, I'm like, well,
good on you, Miley.
10. That's a 10 out of 10. I love Miley.
She's growing on me. I was not a huge fan at first.
Right. It took,
but now I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
All right, then they did weekend update.
Oh, that was fun.
That was pretty good.
That was really good.
The drunk uncle. he said, "That's not my Captain America." The audience was like, "Ooh,"
because that
took me out. I was like,
oh, baby, you are pushing the envelope, but that's what they do. And then Bill Murray's he's with this is Black History Month. We'll give the top black, what is it, weekly update anchors.
There's only Michael Che. There was only one.
He was like, "Thank you." He's like, and then to the regular one. Even Michael Che was like, regular.
And there's 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got Colin. What's his name? Colin
Jost?
Yes, Colin Jost. Good.
He's cute.
He is.
He's a cutie patootie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I see why Scarlett Johansson married you.
And she was in it a lot too.
She was. That's another thing they're saying, because they were saying, because the whole like Blake Ryan. Okay, so Ryan was engaged to Scarlett before, and everybody's always speculation about the timeline, right? Like,
it is a suspicious timeline.
Like, and then he got married to Blake,
mm-hmm.
And so everybody was like, "Ooh, Blake was over there like, why Scarlett Johansson was just over there with her and her scandalous-free marriage, having a great time on SNL." So everybody was like, "Ooh," I was like, "Ooh, maybe she is a little salty." But what do you do?
I mean, you're ScarJo. You're good.
Yeah,
don't worry.
No, that Blake was mad at ScarJo.
Blake was mad. Almost
not mad, but like just like probably jealous. Because apparently she stole her man. I mean, she stole Scarlett's man. But now Scarlett's over here living fancy free. Colin loves her. You can tell Colin loves her. I mean, why wouldn't you love Scarlett Johansson?
Ryan.
But he really, he's like, you can tell he adores his wife. Mm-hmm. And she always been on the show. Look at him having a good time. That's all. Like,
having fun.
Girl, that's what they say. They say that if you just keep the course and trust in God, and he's gonna present you to you. He's gonna let you eat in front of your enemies, honey. Mm-hmm. You're gonna eat and having a good time while your enemy watches.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Where were we? And then they did the alien abduction.
Remember? Oh yeah, with Meryl Streep.
Yeah. And Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, I like Kate McKinnon. She's funny.
Meryl Streep was hilarious.
She's funny. All of them are good. And Woody Harrelson. Because every time I see Woody Harrelson, I'm very pleasantly surprised.
I do love Woody Harrelson.
I've
loved him since Cheers.
Right? I would like to go have a drink with him.
Yeah.
Have a beer with him.
Or like smoke some.
Yeah.
Some.
Have some appetizers.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet Woody Harrelson is fun.
Yeah, I bet you'd be so fun.
Yeah. I want to hear stories with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
Yes. And they're friends, so we can get them together.
And they're Texans.
Yeah, so let's do it.
Let's go, guys.
Where do we need to go? We need to go to Longview? What do we need to do?
Yeah, tell us. Yeah. We'll meet y'all. We'll meet you.
Yeah.
You don't have to come to us. We'll meet you somewhere.
Exactly.
Then Lorraine, what was her last name?
Girl, you gotta look her up. Or
I know.
Because I said the same thing. I said, Lorraine Shorts.
Lorraine Newman. She was the one with the straight hair. Yeah. She was one of the original members, cast members. And she was going through the studio, and then Pete Davidson was doing Chad.
He was like, yeah.
Okay.
My bad. Okay. Yeah, that was funny.
Lots of memories here.
Yes.
Oh, Chad. And then Adam Sandler did his song.
That was so good.
He got me at the end.
That was
Farley.
Yeah, with everybody, the little month. That was good. I'm like, Adam Sandler.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember? I remember him when he was doing that stuff on Saturday Night Live.
Right.
I guess I was just a dork at home because I watched all of them. I don't know. I watched a lot of Saturday Night Live.
I've always been a theater kid. Like even in high school and college, I was a theater kid. So most theater kids are Saturday Night Livers. It was just me that was just like, what the fuck are we doing? It wasn't even that. I'm not even that busy. I don't know why. Just for some reason on Saturday night, you should not like. If we're gonna watch something, let's watch a movie. We're gonna watch a network television with commercials on it on Saturday night. I don't know why.
I would have made you watch it with me. Like, I really like the musical. Dave Matthews is playing.
I don't know why. So that's why I've always been in proximity. So maybe like that's how I knew. Like maybe it was on and I was at some theater party and I was like, they're in there watching SNL. I don't know. But I always knew about all the things. Sorry, Saturday Night Live. Get a different time slots.
I think they're good.
Like we literally just celebrated
50 years.
Oh my goodness.
All right, then they did like that weird hot dogs and heroin montage.
Yeah, that one was. I think would I interpret it like it was talking about like how New York has changed over the years, right? That's what I was like. I didn't understand the hot dog.
I wrote hot dog and heroin, and then I kind of trailed off. And I was like,
yeah. So I'm like, oh, that's
I don't
just
know what the heck that
changes. Because in conclusion, the conclusion I came to was like, I don't want to live in New York.
I would have liked to have visited New York in the 80s or 90s, but not anymore.
You want to visit?
I mean, visit, yes, but like
live.
I don't even know if I wanted to live, but like that would have been if I could choose.
Right.
I would much rather have visited back then.
Right.
Like, I mean, the club scene, and that sounds crazy.
That sounds like too much for me.
Oh, like the Michael Alec stuff. Remember all that? The club kids.
Oh hell no! Absolutely not.
That was nuts.
Or like the 70s, the super druggy, or the 80s. That's too.
I would want to have seen it though, but like at this age now, like a time and age does not exist in my head.
In your
circumstance.
Like because today I just want to go and like eat at restaurants and go to Broadway. Let's get a gun and go buy a Broadway show. That's literally all I want to do.
Yeah,
and go to Harlem.
Oh, get a
Basquiat.
Yeah, let's do it. Alec Baldwin did the commercial montage next.
Yes,
he was funny. He was like, "It's Alex." A long time ago.
Alec Baldwin is like such a. Cause I know he's a jerk and an asshole, but I'm still kind of like
his humor is funny. Hilarious.
Like whenever he is exactly who he is on 40 Rock, I think.
I believe so too.
Yeah,
he's like not really acting.
Right. You're like he's just a jerk, but you're just like, all right.
Yeah.
You're really
Alec Baldwin.
Yes. What do you do?
Then the sweater lady, sweater weather.
They look so cute. Maya Rudolph looks good.
She does. And then Miles Teller came up. He is cute. And then they kept calling it Top Gun 2.
Yes. I think because they were talking about Top Gun 2. Miles Teller and what's the other Penn Badgley? No, not Penn Badgley. The one that was in Top Gun 2.
I didn't see it.
The one that's real. He had a commercial on the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
He's real. I think. Okay. I think that what's his name?
Miles Teller.
That he's more handsome than the dude I'm talking about, and I think the dude I'm talking about is more popular amongst the ladies.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I came to that conclusion after watching that.
I liked Miles Teller in that drummer movie where he was the drummer. Oh, he was great.
Glenn Powell.
No, somebody told me that Glenn Powell looks like if a chupacabra became a human, and I can never unsee it.
And everybody thinks Glenn Powell is something, but going on. And
no,
for me, I'm like, no, Miles Teller is way. Okay, so you feeling me? Okay, because I'll be looking at because he was in that commercial on the Super Bowl, and everybody was like, oh, and I'm like, I mean,
no,
yes,
okay. I mean, it's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, but Miles Teller.
Yeah,
thank you for co-signing for me.
Mike Myers came out with Coffee Talk. That was so funny.
Who was it?
Mike Myers.
Remember? Yes. I thought you said Miley Cyrus. I was like, I do not remember.
She came out again?
I know. I was like,
No, Mike Myers.
That was cute. That was
yes,
good.
That was a good tie-in. And then Dave Chappelle introduced Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne was all right.
Yeah.
I was like, that's why you didn't perform at the Super Bowl.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, I want to go back to the montage. Have we done the montage, the singing one with they did that one part and Scarlett Johansson was like Audrey on Little Shop of Horrors?
That was in the New York one.
Oh, okay. I do want to mention it because I thought it would have been a good idea if they would have brought Steve Martin out on that part because
Yeah,
it was
why
Little Shop of
didn't
Horrors.
they?
Yeah, I was just waiting. I was like, oh, they're gonna bring Steve Martin out to do that little
To be the
the
dentist.
dentist. I was waiting, and they didn't.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity.
Yes,
He was right there.
he was right. He was. That's why I was like, he was there. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and that was Audrey.
Yeah.
And she was all busted up, so they could have just did something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're right, girl.
Thanks, girl.
Yeah, you're
So I
right.
even
Missed
told
opportunity.
I saw my mom. I was like, "Oh, Steve Martin's about to come on," and we're like, "He is not."
You should have done that. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been great.
Oh yeah. And then Tom Hanks comes out and he he does SNL characters and skits that aged horribly. And it's like, pretty much all the racist stuff. It's been pretty bad throughout the years.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Oh, it was bad.
Oh no, like so not even funny bad, but like weak.
Oh, for sure, cringe, like crossing lines.
Oh no,
bad accents and
oh no,
it's very cringe. But then Tom Hanks is hilarious because he's like, "But really, you as the audience laughed at it. So if anyone should be canceled, it's you guys." And then just like the cringiest SNL skits where you're like, not great.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because I didn't see that part.
We'll watch it.
It was a long, y'all. This was like 3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah, so some parts I had to like get up and attend to the children, and like you have to go do so. Some parts I was like, I don't know what I was doing, but I wasn't watching.
We're almost to the end now. Then Jimmy Fallon, Io. I don't know how to say her last name. Io from the girl from The Bear.
Yes.
Drew Barrymore, and then Robert De Niro did with Debbie Downer, Rachel Dratch. She's
I
like,
do remember seeing Robert De Niro. Yes,
yeah. She was talking about them drinking and stuff. And then Jason Sudeikis. They did The Scared Straight with Keenan.
Yes, I love Jason
Murphy.
Sudeikis.
He's sexy. Hold on, please.
He is sexy.
He is, and he's funny.
But he seems like such an asshole though.
Oh yeah, he's
such
definitely
a sarcastic little. Oh, you would get on my nerves.
But it would be hilarious.
Yes. But he's so funny. That was a funny one.
And then Garrett Morris, he did the Not Ready for Primetime Cemetery. That one went over my head a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I think I was a little bit tired of watching it at that point.
I think so too, but I know what you're talking about.
Because they were talking about people being dead that weren't dead.
Yeah. And
then I was like, I feel like I should be laughing. Maybe I'm not. Maybe it's...
Right. That's the way Saturday Night Live is. They have some good ones. They have some ones that you're just like, what?
I don't get that one.
Right.
That must have been for a different target audience than me. Right. And then Martin Short introduced Paul McCartney. Paul McCartney sang. And then they did their goodbyes. Yay. It was great.
Congratulations, Saturday Night Live.
What an accomplishment. Just think, we'll be doing Woo 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 the podcast in 48
star-studded event. Oh, I thought the singing in everyone at SNL has anxiety.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, I imagine that you do.
I forgot to write that one down. Yeah, the SNL short.
Yeah, I was like, I imagine because like every week is a new show that you have to
create.
Yes, create like
and take
and not rehearse, but you're gonna do it live, and it's and the competition and the. I can imagine. Have you seen you've seen the movie, right?
I haven't not.
Okay, because there's a documentary and a movie, right? Is it two or just one? There's some stuff on Peacock, like a documentary.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff on Peacock right now.
Yeah. So it's a big deal.
It was fun. Great time.
Yeah, it was fun. I was glad that we all, because me and my mom, I was at my mom and dad's, and we all watched it, and they laughed at stuff because it's been on since they was a kid too.
Right. So. I was a little relieved when Paul Simon and Sabrina Carpenter were together. He was like, well, I first appeared on the show in 1978. She was like, I wasn't born then, and neither were my parents. And then I was like,
oh, I wasn't born. I guess maybe
I was like, oh, thank God, I'm finally still young to some people.
Right. I was like, wait a minute. But no, I guess if you, because Sabrina Carpenter's like low 20s. Mm-hmm. So her parents could be our age.
Yeah.
And just had her when she was young. We were both kind of older on the older side of. So, yeah.
Huh. But they would have had to be older than us.
Slightly. But we were born in 81, and that was 78. So they're close to our age.
I know, but I still was like, still
right.
made under the cut.
Yeah,
Barely.
right, barely. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right?
Sabrina Carpenter's parents were because
She
they're
was
our
all
age.
over that show. She was all in that show.
She's so tiny with the big old head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Did you see her new video with Dolly Parton?
I've seen
The
clips.
please.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
What did she say that makes me laugh? She said, "Please don't embarrass me or the others." Every different version of it makes me laugh. Because Dolly was like, "I am not saying motherfucker. Absolutely not.
Don't embarrass me and my mother." Isn't that the Kids Bop one?
That's the Kids Bop one. The radio, and that's the radio edit is the worst one because it's the what is the radio edit? It's not as good as my mother. They said the others. No, little sucker. That's what they say on the radio, and they're like, everybody's like, every other version is worse than or not as good as the radio edit. They should have done the others for the radio edit.
Something.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Well, good. Had a blast.
That was our Saturday Night Live 50th breakdown for you guys. If you didn't get to watch it, I thought it was great.
Yeah, at least go and watch. Like, I understand if you don't want to sit through 3 hours of it, but like, go and watch TikTok and go do some. What
was your favorite like skit of all of them?
I think I liked the one with Pete Davidson and that lady that we don't remember her name.
Lorraine Newman.
Just because I like Pete Davidson and I thought he was funny in that one.
Mm-hmm.
The Adam Sandler, is that a skit? Does that count? When he's saying, yeah, that was good.
And I'm doing so
silly. And then maybe the Sweater Weather.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Sweater Weather for sure. I laughed so hard at the Jason Sudeikis and the Scared Straight one.
Yes.
Will Ferrell, him and those shorty shorts. He's always gonna get me.
Yeah.
He's always tripping over people. Girl, why did you remind me of Will Ferrell in your photo shoot with your with your sorority sisters? You're like, everyone's like cheese, and you're like, what are we doing, y'all? What are we doing? And I was like, if that ain't like Will Ferrell like sneezing as they're walking down the stairs in the old school.
Like, what are we? What's going on?
I laughed so hard. Everyone else is like, Ramelle, be still. They're taking the photo right now. Good stuff.
We just got those photos back. I need to show them to you when I get a chance.
Definitely.
They're fun.
Definitely. All right, girl. You got anything else?
Not about that.
All right.
Do you? I had a good time.
We doing what are we into
next? I thought we were gonna do Onijah update.
Oh, that's what I'm into.
Oh, okay. Yes. So, what are you into,
girl? So I do need to apologize because I called her Onijah the whole time last time, and it's Onijah. Onijah Robinson.
Sorry, Onijah.
That makes sense, and I'm sorry.
Yes.
I apologize.
Sorry, Onijah.
My bad. But yeah, she got arrested in Dubai. She is incarcerated.
Poor baby. Apparently. But they told everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's in Dubai. Don't play around. They don't play around. It's not like Pakistan." There was so many people saying that.
Yeah.
Poor baby.
And they have like, she posted a thing like a day ago of a guy like speaking very fast, but all the comments are like, this guy is like, she's in Pakistan, not Dubai. The language he's speaking is Pakistani.
Oh, okay.
So whatever she's posting is not necessarily current, but it is confirmed that she is locked up.
Oh no! I hope she's okay and gets out.
I think there's so much like, I don't know, like eyes on her. Yes. She can't just like disappear. I don't know. So girl,
and I'm like, girl, this is a terrible time to be over there. You got Trump as the president. He don't care. He is not going to fight for you to get out. He's going to be like, girl.
Did you see when Trump made all those pardons and Joe Exotic was like, you forgot about me again? He's so mad. It was Trump to pardon him so bad. Sorry, Joe.
Like, it's murder, right? Or attempted murder?
Attempted. Joe Exotic.
Ooh, I'm glad I didn't like. I know everybody was watching that, but that whole, remember the part where I'll never forget it. the guy he was sleeping with, the little boy. He's a little boy. He wasn't like a little boy. He was young. And I felt like the little boy wasn't even gay. Like he was just kind of like in a bad position and like needed Joe Exotica, and Joe Exotica would give him money and drugs and stuff, and he committed suicide
on accident.
On accident?
Yeah, he was playing with the pew pew, and was like, and like pretended.
Oh, I thought it was
he
for
was
real.
right in front of the production. He was like, "Yeah, watch this," and then pew, and the guy was like, "Oh my god, oh my god!" Like it happened right in front of him. It was not intentional.
I thought it was, but still, I didn't like. After that, I was like, "This is not fun anymore."
Yeah,
I continued to watch it because I wanted to know what happened, but I wasn't. I was never like, "Joe Exotica, great. We need more." I'm like, "We do not."
Yeah, when he got locked up, I was like,
everybody, and I just wanted, and I didn't even like the other lady, the cool cat lady. I was like, "Y'all need to stop, leave these animals alone." I didn't like either one of them.
Yeah, y'all can both
go on. And let them animals go back to where they do not live in Florida and Oklahoma naturally.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, girl, what you into?
That was it. That's all you have to say. Oh, yeah, that's it.
She locked up. We're waiting for more updates.
Okay.
Good luck to you, girl.
Well, it's not very fun, but I just wanted to say this because it's bad. Okay, so that whole thing with Donald Trump and Elon Musk, and when Elon Musk was talking about the Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, in the Oval Office. Is that the Oval Office it was in? In the Oval Office? I thought that was like I'm still like speechless at the way that looked. Like Donald Trump was like sitting down, and everyone is in like if you're gonna be professional in one place, I'm the queen of like cute casual. I've made realtor when I was gonna be like realtor. I was thinking I was gonna be like in dresses and heels, and I quickly realized that I cannot be. No, I'm just gonna wear. I'm gonna be cute always. I'm gonna put together, right? But I'm gonna be wearing some tennis shoes.
Are we walking through houses?
Yes. Sometimes you gotta like bend down. No, ain't nobody.
I'm not snagging my.
This is not Sunset Boulevard or whatever that show, Selling Sunset. Right. Yes, this is not Selling Sunset. Like that's not how real realtors do. So I am all about like being cute casual, but when you're in the White House, like, can some things still have like a protocol?
There's a literal dress code,
right? But he was like in a hat and like total cash, whatever, with the sun saying terrible things. I just thought that was like such a bad look, and like if you're not upset about that, and like if you're not like concerned, like
that little boy said you're not the president,
right?
And told him to shut the F up.
Get out of that chair.
That's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah.
And that he's just like, why are you even in any type of position? Why are you speaking when the president's not speaking? Why? And there's so many questions like, did the chief of staff like, okay, I have to imagine that the chief of staff is like tried to talk him out of it. That I hope so. I hope that he was like, we cannot do this. You cannot, no. But they just let him come in. Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I'm not even an alarmist. I'm usually like, whatever. Just pay attention and take care of your family. So, but that's alarming.
Yeah, and like the whole argument is that, oh, y'all don't want Elon Musk to find wasteful spending. It's like, no, but that takes time. Like audits take years. Like Trump didn't show his IRS stuff because it was being audited for how long? Like it's been 4 weeks and they've fired all these people, and like now they're trying to desperately rehire people because there's not people to do what needs to be done.
And I'm like, you don't want Elon Musk to? No, I don't want Elon Musk to do nothing. Not in this country. He could go. Like, no, he's not American. His family is not American. His family comes from a terrible racist family, like who was supported apartheid in South America. Like, no.
Yeah, he's got all these kids.
Yes, absolutely. Like you don't want him. That I don't.
Oh, but we're mad at Tom Hanks for saying that we need more church.
Right. So yeah,
I don't care for Elon Musk.
I am appalled. And if you have a Tesla, take it back.
I saw that Sheryl Crow sold her
Yes.
Tesla and
Good
donated
job.
the proceeds to NPR.
Good job, Cheryl.
More tiny desk. Thanks, Sheryl Crow.
Yes. And
you were just saying how much you like Sheryl.
I know. I said, and because I think my mom told me that, and I was like, "Good for you, Cheryl." Like,
I liked you.
I knew it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great.
It doesn't. It feels like we're just for sale.
feels like,
America
yeah.
is for sale.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly how it feels.
Like we're cleaning up on the money for what? And where you gonna put that money? You're not gonna put that money that you save in any place good, but your pockets. No, it's not gonna go back. Yeah.
You can't take it with you.
It's just so weird. But I'm not supposed to care because I was part of the 92%, so it's not my problem anymore. But it's a little bit my problem because I live here. So at some point you're like, oh, we're not supposed to pay attention, but you're like,
well, and then this stuff, he's like, oh, so when judges can just go around blocking everything, then what does this country come to? Like, Elon Musk learns about the judiciary system. Like, it's called checks and balances.
Yes. So people like y'all don't come in here and
and the whole Gulf of America thing. It just feels like they're trying to be like, all right, how absurd can we be? What absurd thing can we make you do? If you can, there's the whole argument. If you can call the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America after Trump told you to do so, you could call any person whatever they want to be called. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one argument one way or the other, y'all.
Girl,
eye roll.
This
epic eye roll.
Yes, we have to do something.
One thing that I think that Saturday Night Live has always been good at, though, is like taking political humor, and no matter who it is. Oh, Maya Rudolph would have been the best Kamala Harris forever and ever. Darn it.
I thought about her the other day. I'm like, what's Kamala doing? She's probably over there like, she's probably on vacation or something.
She hanging out with Stacey Abrams and Beto O'Rourke.
They're like, Obama. We told them. We tried.
So, anyways, didn't mean to get political.
Yeah, sorry, yes. But I was just, that appalled me. When I saw that, I was like, oh! What is going on? This is not a good look for us.
Yeah. Let it be known that Woo Woo Woo, the podcast, is not a fan.
Not a fan.
Of whatever's happening in there.
Right.
All right, girl. You ready for our Triple Dipper?
Let's do it. It's going to be fun.
All right. Our Triple Dipper is our top 3 favorite Saturday Night Live cast members.
Live from Dallas, Texas. It's our top 3 Saturday Night Live characters. I got so many honorable mentions.
I have a large list.
You're going to be like, girl, just say the whole cast. Sorry.
All right. You want to do some first?
Yeah, you want to go back and forth on the?
Yeah, we can go back and forth.
Okay, I'll do my first line of honorable mentions is Garrett Morris, because he's the first Black member. Anna Gasteyer, she's just hilarious.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy, Pete Davidson, Hart, love you, and Kristen Wiig. Because Kristen Wiig in Bridesmaids,
she is so fun.
That shit was
you do
on the plane. That shit was the scene right there. That was it.
I do love
she was like, yes, hilarious.
She's greatness. All right, I got Jan Hooks. Do you remember her?
Jan Hooks.
She was in my most memorable. It's not even from Saturday Night Live, but she's in Pee-wee's Big Adventure when she's like, "There's no basement in the Alamo."
Oh, okay.
That's Jan Hooks.
Yeah. She's funny. Oh, she passed away?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
She had cancer.
Oh.
And then it was like, it just got bad. I actually looked it up because I was like, what happened to her? She was so hilarious.
Yay.
But she got cancer and there wasn't a whole lot they could do. And she didn't really want to stop smoking and drinking. So she was like, she's going to
enjoy the rest
go out with a bang. And she just, yeah. So Jan Hooks, Tim Meadows, he's so dry with it. Phil Hartman,
of course,
obviously, and I'm gonna go with Cecily Strong. She's so
Cecily
funny.
Strong. Who's that one?
She's the one. She was. She's the drunk girl from the party. At
oh, she's funny.
She's
our age.
Oh.
But a little bit younger, but same thing.
Yeah, she's hilarious.
Yeah, she is funny. My second round of honorable mentions is Steve Martin. Because it's what did Michael Scott say? It's Steve Martin, Charlie Bit My Finger. He's funnier than Bill Cosby. Was it Bill Cosby? Somebody. But I just thought it was funny that of course he would be like, Steve Martin, Charlie Bit My Finger. He's like, I'm funnier than Charlie Bit My Finger. You are, but not more funny than Steve Martin. That's right. Norm Macdonald, love his dry sense of humor. I was reminded of how sad I was that he passed, because I feel like he passed away and it was like we didn't know that there's like Norm Macdonald passed away, and I was like, what?
Yeah. I was just watching a sketch with him when the Panthers and the Cobras, and they're like, he's in a gang, and they're like, the Panthers are going to come and get us. And then it's Robert Downey Jr. And he's like bust out in song and dance, and Norm Macdonald's like, what was that? Did you just start singing? And he was like, yeah.
Dry sense of humor.
And then Will Ferrell comes out and he starts dancing, and he's like, I can tell you guys really practiced. That was good, but like, they're coming. There's a fight.
I tell you guys. Oh,
he tells everyone to scatter. He's like, Johnny, come out. He jumps out and does like a pirouette. He's like, oh no. They start doing the cobra. It's so funny. The whole time he's like, why is dancing part of this?
Fun. And Colin Jost, just because he's a cute tootie. Andy Samberg, because Andy Samberg, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, 911, come on. And I wrote in Jason Sudeikis because I forgot about him. As we talked about him earlier, I was like, honorable mention. That's my honorable mentions. I still have 3, 2, 1.
I realized how much I liked Chris Parnell. I forgot how much I liked him.
I think I know what you're talking about.
He's cute. And then I put also Maya Rudolph and Chris Farley. Obviously, I was very sad when Chris Farley died. He almost made it in my top 3, but I don't know.
There's a lot. Yeah. Who did you say that you forgot how much you liked? Chris what? Parnell?
Yeah.
I want to see. I have to look them up so I can see what they look like.
And then Amy Poehler and Tina Fey together. I'm always going to like them together.
Yes.
They have good chemistry.
Girl, I don't know who this man is they gave me. Chris Parnell. How do you spell his name?
Parnell, I thought.
Oh, Chris Parnell. Let me see what he looks like. Okay, yeah. He's funny. He's also Brooklyn Nine.
I never watched that one.
Oh my God, Leslie, you haven't? Oh, you would love it.
I don't know. I guess like because Paul doesn't do like sitcoms, so I never get to like watch them. Really.
Oh, you would love it, Leslie.
I'm sure I would.
It's hilarious.
I'm sure I would.
So one day when you can't do it anytime soon, as Quincy gets just put it on your queue and come to it when it's fun, and you don't have to sit there and like watch it. You can kind of it's fun. You'll love it. You'll be like, I'm so glad she recommended this delightful show.
It's hilarious. Maybe I'll check out Modern Family next.
Yes,
I don't know.
Girl, yes.
All right. You want me to go first?
Yes.
All right. My number 3 is Bill Hader. He is so funny.
You do like Bill Hader.
His dry comedy to me is anytime he's Stefan on the news and he's like doing this thing, whenever they try to make him laugh and make him say the most absurd things, it gets me. Him and Kristen Wiig together, and he's just so funny. Bill Hader. Bill Hader.
Love it.
All right, here's your number 3.
My number 3 is Maya Rudolph. You know, she's what's her name? Minnie Rudolph's daughter?
Minnie Riperton.
Minnie Rudolph. And she's just funny. She's been everywhere. She looks great. As we stated before, Bridesmaids, and she's been in a lot. She'll pop up on you. She'll be in a movie where you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and like I feel like she is a nepo baby, but she's like a very well respected, legitimate. Because there is nothing she can't do.
Right.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. Like I said, she'll pop up as like, the mom or the neighbor or something, and you're gonna be like, oh, well, that was fun. She did that role well. And like her and Kristen Wiig, that's a good combo as well. Just fun times that Maya Rudolph. I bet she'd be fun to go have some dinner with too.
Totally.
Maya, holler at us.
Well, yeah, let's go, girl.
Let's go, honey.
All right, my number 2, Kristen Wiig.
Oh, yes.
She's hilarious. Liza Minnelli turns off a light is always going to delight me.
She's
so
fun.
silly.
She's a good one, man. I'm like, she's a talent.
Her and Maya Rudolph, when they are in that golf cart and they're in the game show, they have the golf cart and they're like, I look at these golf sets, and they're going around the set and like destroying everything. And Bill Hader is the host, and he's like losing it. It is hilarious.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, but that
oh my
sounds
gosh,
fun.
it's a classic. They just destroy the whole entire set, and they giggle. All of them are just giggling the whole time.
Yes.
What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Adam Sandler.
Mm.
Because Adam Sandler, he was our child. I feel like maybe I said this about a lot of stuff, but he was probably like one of my first maybe no National Lampoon. I don't know. But when I really started to figure out that I loved comedy and I loved the good, it was like it was right at the beginning with, you got maybe the National Lampoons was, and the Naked Guns were 1st, and then came along Adam Sandler. And I was like I love it. Yeah. I was like, I love a good stupid movie.
Yeah. I do love a good stupid movie.
Yeah.
Good one. All right, my number 1, I couldn't decide.
I
could not decide. So, it's a dual position. Bill Murray. That man can say.
You do love Bill.
He didn't even have to say anything. Just the way his face looks will crack me up.
Yeah.
Oh, Bill Murray, and then Will Ferrell. You're never gonna make me hate Will Ferrell.
People who are like, Will Ferrell's not funny. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry that your life sucks.
Yeah. Really sorry. Old School was like a quintessential for our Anchorman.
Yes. And to this day, like he still hasn't stopped, like, because movies like comedies are not the same. They don't come out like on now. Comedies come out on like Prime or whatever. And like, but if you watch him, me and Lovey laughed at that. We were cracking up at that movie with him and Reese Witherspoon just came out.
Oh, about their wedding.
Yes, girl, we was cracking up. And LJ was like, "This is so stupid," but LJ is just. But me and Lovey were like, "Rah!" So to this day, and we watched something else the other day, or something else that I came upon, and I don't know. Anyway, yes.
Yeah, I know that's probably not fair, but whatever.
No,
it's my podcast. Art.
Yes, he's my number 1 as well.
Will Ferrell.
Yes, Will Ferrell. Like that's.
Even his like Saturday Night Live, like his audition where he's the cat playing with the toy. Oh my gosh,
he's
so funny.
Yeah, I think, and he seems like such a delight too. He seems like a fun guy, a good dad. I'd like to I just think he's fun. Girl, Talladega Nights. The Campaign, which is highly underrated. Highly.
That is a silly movie.
Go watch The Campaign. That movie, I don't know what it was called. But then there's also a few serious ones he's been in that he does a good serious role.
Yeah,
those comedians be acting when they do a serious role, and I don't know if it's because we know them as so opposite that when we see them,
right,
we're like, oh, but those comedians will once they're ready.
Yes, Adam Sandler did that.
Yes,
nobody took Adam Sandler seriously. I think Andy Samberg too, but Pete Davidson.
Yeah, like when they cross over like that, and they do, you be like, oh, they act the shit out of that.
You learn.
Freaking Eddie Murphy got nominated for Dreamgirls.
Oh yeah,
like they'll make that transition. But I feel like it has to be once they're ready. Once they do, Jim Carrey. Yeah. And I did want to mention. I never gave a shout out. I don't know what I was thinking to Tina and Amy because I too love Tina. Yeah. I loved, and they both had their own shows. They had that I watched, loved them. Parks and Rec, and then
30 Rock.
Did you watch 30 Rock? That was good.
That was funny.
Sherry Shepherd and Tracy Morgan, all those characters. Jane, what's her name? The
Krasinski.
Yeah. No, that wasn't Krasinski. It might be.
I don't know.
And then the bellboy, he's funny. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else, girl?
I don't think so.
Well, That was our Saturday Night Live
Saturday
50th
Night Live episode. So
episode.
you don't have to waste your Saturday night. Just listen to us whenever you're ready.
I mean, honestly.
And you'll be fine.
I mean, and I probably pronounced everybody's name correctly this time. Sorry, Onijah.
Onijah. But we said, because that's what they were saying online. So we weren't trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
all right.
My bad. I'm sorry. I fixed it. So, all right. Well, make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and you can watch us on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes, and make sure you follow your girl, Ramelle the Realtor, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
See y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye. Woo, woo, woo.